What up, gamers? It's me, Waddles. So earlier this week, the Minecraft 1.21.100 update debuted and kicked off in a massive way with a ton of different overworld biome overhauls. We talked all about that before, you definitely already saw it. But this preview was such a big boy whopper that there was bound to be more. From the end to vibrant visuals to mob updates potentially finally coming soon, there's a lot to talk about. Sit back, bestie, tap like, let's chat and react. The mob overhaul update. This one's going to take us all the way back to a time when I was but a mere 12 and a half years old. November 15, 2024. The World Gen Q&A. Now this one right here was a little Q&A that we talked all about in an older video. It was a very big deal. In one of the big reveals of this Q&A right here, the devs revealed that the mob spawning system on Minecraft Bedrock Edition was delicate and being redone very soon. So that means testing. Look forward to more stuff coming out and experimental soon. Fast forward 6 to 7 months and, well, soon is all relative. In one of the most juicy follow-ups here of the whole Q&A, does that mean spawn rates could be in parity with Java 2? That is the goal. The devs are planning on getting all mob spawning on both versions of the game exactly the same. And this week around, inside of the 0.100 update debut, well, mama, this week around, we've got big signs inside of the preview that those changes might finally be coming soon. Hey, for real this time. Sound UI in part 1 is something that we talked all about, how the devs announced that an update is coming soon. I still don't have the sound update, but it has been leaked. Sir, sliding into the preview, tapping on settings, going to audio. And oh my god, you changed your mind. This is breaking news. I got the sound update. They said it was rolling out. I've been checking this over the past couple of days and well, here it is. Audio. Adjust the volume of each aspect in the game. So we have all of these brand new explanations and allegedly sliders that are... Oh... It's romantic, it's beautiful. Sliders that are allegedly way more responsive than before. They do feel more smooth, for sure. Sliding through this whole menu right here, we can see each category, and then now we get a little sentence. Not like English class, no punctuation. No, but we get little explanations behind every single toggle right here, which is pretty cool. You got a button all the way down to the bottom where you could tap to reset all of these toggles to whatever the default setting is. I think all 100. But hey, oh, wait, no, almost all 100s. I can't lie, it is a little bit weird to me, though, that we have one random spot inside of the menu that is a completely different screen. Meanwhile, all of these other ones are just the old-fashioned UI. Hope they speed up the rest of the menu updates sometime soon. Now, not every time, of course I know, but often, this screenshot at the top of a changelog will relate to something inside of the preview. No villager changes, vibrant visuals. I was wrong. There are changes. Vibrant visuals, oh my god, it's beautiful. The sun is shining in the world. I'm inside of a forest or plains biome, whatever. The world looks really nice. If you've been following the vibrant visuals updates over the past couple of weeks, then you know exactly what to expect. When we move into a desert biome, all of a sudden it becomes Mexico. Allegedly, it becomes Mexico, now it doesn't. The biome fog, perhaps the most beautiful part of vibrant visuals. Maybe aside from colorful lighting that is kind of different. The beautiful biome fog, oh my god, the sky color tinting, everything inside of it is gone. My heart, it's shivering, it's quaking and shaking. I'm terrified, I'm deathly scared. And a change we didn't even get to take a look at really and talk about that happened a couple of weeks back now. The desert biome, the fogs of it got completely changed. The mesa biome, Badlands, it also got completely changed and unique. It's really weird, but... Now the fog has been, well, the fog inside of every single biome has been taken out back and, well, you know the rest. But hey, look, things might be looking gloom. Maybe there's hope. We flip it to the most beautiful time of day and, oh god, is that item inside of my hand perhaps foreshadowing? Well, look here, running around inside of one of the ugliest biomes of all time. Even though sunrise is definitely rising, the cool fog is not resetting and coming back to life inside of this biome. Oh, thanks. To make this stitch all a little bit more comical, sliding through the changelog here and taking a look at the picture, I'm pretty sure this is different. Like, I think that screenshot looks a little bit different than how it's actually looking in-game right now, which means that's an older screenshot. You can really notice the difference here between the screenshot and the footage of the update, the sky color. It's completely changed. I can't dwell on it for very much longer, but checking across the world a couple of different tragedies, the solar eclipse inside of the Ice Spikes biome, it's gone. It's removed. Maybe things look colder, though. I don't know. We can't even check out the brand new, much upgraded frozen ocean biome with the cool aesthetics, because there are none. Oh, but don't make me do it. All right, fine. I'll do it. The Pale Garden biome. Jumping in game to the Pale Garden biome, a little bit of interestingness happens. So, we do have biome fog here, for sure. But as soon as I move over into a different biome here, the fog goes away, the tinting, it all changes. Then I go ahead and move back into the Pale Garden biome. We were literally just checking this out. I said, Mojang, please don't remove it. What did you not understand? The fog is kind of here, but it's way more orange than it would have ever been before. Like, completely different vibe inside of the Pale Garden biome. It looks like my house right now outside because of all of the wildfires that are raging. Like, I can't even breathe. Give me an inhaler. All right, now looking at the changelog here, skimming, perusing through it, I don't see a single mention of any of that business, so maybe it was accidental? Like, trying to think about this stuff, and not only logistically, but hopefully, they customized the biome fog and spent a lot of time making it look really good. They wouldn't surely just go ahead and revert it all and remove it, right? And at that, if they would remove it, they would surely just at least tell us about it, make a mention of it inside of the changelog, so I'm really hoping this was a bug. Another weird thing with Vibrant Visuals that is back, maybe, inside of this preview. If I pause the game, tap on settings, go to video, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then I can flip Vibrant Visuals off inside of a world. That's normal. When I flip it off inside of my world, it starts to collect about 3 frames per second, smooths out eventually, but then if I pause the game, go back to settings, tap on video, scroll all the way down again, well, previously, I wasn't able to turn Vibrant Visuals back on inside of my world. And by the way, this was even happening if allow in-game graphics mode switching wasn't able. It just didn't really work. It seems like the devs have changed it, and you can turn Vibrant Visuals on and off inside of the game again.
Dear God, please, allow this preview to just be insanely bugged and the fog will come back next week. I beg you.
Wait, what was that, bro? You tapped the like button and subscribed too? Oh, man, you shouldn't have. You're so kind. Perfect segue. Speaking of mobs and noises, listen to these mobs. Yeah, I put the mobs in the world and they start making noise. Inside of this update, just about every single mob in the game that has an ambient sound, so aka just about every mob in the entire game. Okay, not actually every single mob, maybe just the animal mobs and the gas. This sound interval has been adjusted. This should mean that the mobs make a little bit more noise. Oh, man. Now, another week, another weird end update. Hey, look, at this point, would it be a modern era Minecraft preview without another low-key, suspicious change to the end? Gliding on into the end here, we've got ourselves a couple of interesting changes. For one, for the very first time ever on Bedrock Edition, the set world spawn command, well, it'll work in the end. And just in general, other spawn points can be set inside of the end through commands now. Oh my god, this makes me wonder. The end storms, all of the other random end changes, and to now the ability to set your spawn, even if it is just with commands, the ability to actually be able to, you know, set your spawn inside of the end, something that just didn't work before, was impossible. What are the devs cooking? Clearly, there are no blocks in the game currently that will actually allow you to set your spawn inside of the end. But the fact that this functionality just never worked before and now magically it does, oh, it makes me wonder. And another interesting change that we've got involving the end. It has to do with non-player entities, so things like mobs or maybe armor stands. When moving non-player entities from the end back into the overworld, they will now be moved and placed correctly onto the other side of the portal. Because these pigs don't have a spawn point set, this means when they go through the portal, they should go to world spawn. If I follow them through the portal, they're all at world spawn. Whoa, careful. It's so rare to see pig tree, but that was beautiful. With every single passing week of continual end polishing, fixing, and changing, I can't help but wonder, right? I'm not the only one. Smoky Stack has done it again. Inside of this preview, undocumented on the changelog, brand new splash text. Singular, splash text, you misheard me. Music by C418. How was that not on Bedrock before? Now it is. Oh, now mob spawning. On Minecraft Bedrock Edition, it is entirely different than it is on Java. Well, at last, finally. Maybe not for very much longer. So to kick this one off, like we talked about earlier on in the video, we know that mob spawning changes are confirmed to be coming to Bedrock Edition. They're working on it behind the scenes. They're trying to get it in parity. It's a legit update. With that added context, we can take a look at the changelog, and whenever changes pop up with mobs, we could take a closer look at them and see if maybe perhaps, for example, piglin brutes despawning properly. Well, with this stuff, you want to take a look at the changelogs here and see if there are any changes relating to mob spawning. And this week, we have the piglin brute fix. That's very, very nice. Well, tucked all the way down inside of the technical updates section of the changelog. So near the bottom of the changelog here, we have a very interesting thing. Some existing errors that throw invalid argument error have been updated to use standardized error messaging, specifically custom spawn rules registry. Look, redoing Minecraft's mob spawning from what it is on Bedrock to something similar to this one right here, I mean, that's a big undertaking. If the devs are going to do this, they're probably going to want to do it in not a major marketed update. Now, all of this doesn't mean that big new features can't pop up in the 0.100 previews. In fact, I think they probably will. It's just the fact that Minecraft a 0.100 update is probably not the fall drop update. It'll come sooner, like in July. With these mob spawning changes on the menu and summer being the perfect time to drop something into the game so everyone can test it, definitely feels like it could finally be time. Lead updates. Saving the worst for last today, we've got some changes here. Just not in time for the Happy Cast update. Our lead update here. First things first, it has to do with the leash knots. Wait, where did you all come from? Oh, surprise attack in the middle of the woods. Leave me alone. Leash knots, they've been changed. If I have something on a leash and then put that leash on something, let's say a fence, and then I go ahead and break that fence, the leash knot should disappear faster than it disappeared before. In fact, whoa, buddy, that's quick. That's literally instantaneous. That's nice. Also, according to the changelog, somewhat embarrassingly, leash knots should connect to the player hand better, but oh, that's awkward. Oh, that's awkward. In third person, it's connected to my weenus. In first person, it is floating in front of my hand. Nice. Oh, and if that wasn't good enough for you, this update, it's got a lot of bedrock moments of all time so far. For example, leashing on walls. It was possible before. Hey, in the name of parody, they gone ahead and removed leashing from walls. I don't know what you think about it, tell me down below, but personally, I think it should have been the other way around. I mean, come on, what's the harm in a couple of more leashable blocks in the game? I mean, for example, we can't even leash things to iron bars. Please, free up the bars and the walls. Or, I mean, hooks, come on, they're right in front of us. Let us be able to leash the hooks. Anyways, my friends, that's it for today. Smash the like, become a channel member for exclusive posts all the time, little scoops on my streams. On the end card is another video. Tap on it and check it out. Adios, muchachos.